I'm your host, Meredith Molinari, here today on the Songwriter Stage with Arden Kaywin, chatting about her new album, The Elephant in the Room, which just came out on the 21st. If you want to hear some of the music, you can check it out at ardenkaywin.com or go to myspace.com/ArdenKaywin. If you're not a MySpacer, you're a Facebooker, she's there too, so lucky you. So let's talk about some of the interesting percussion instruments that you put on this album. I read somewhere there was like homemade instruments using water bottles, egg crates, wood pieces.
Yes, and yes. So that kind of goes back to what we were talking about a minute ago, which is being kind of experimental and having fun and like doing things with sound that maybe wouldn't be traditional but end up with a very cool result. So The Elephant in the Room, the song, the title track, we were thinking about, okay, what could we do to kind of represent an elephant? Because the song isn't literally about an elephant, but I happened to be standing in front of the mic holding a water bottle as we were having this discussion, and it just happened to be on, and there was a lot of delay on that mic. So I take a sip from the water bottle, and I, kind of put it back down, and you hear this really cool swish, 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 swish. And we both look at each other. I was with Zeev, one of my producers and co-writers, and we both look at each other, and we're like, that's really cool.
It's like that moment when the person who ever did Star Wars, the lightsaber, put their like vacuum cleaner by the television. They were like, I want to use that noise for something.
And we both are like, and he's like, do it again. So we recorded me shaking the water bottle in front of the mic, and we put a lot of delay on it, and we tweaked it out. I mean, we definitely processed the sound a lot. And then, rather than having a kick drum, because it's a very intimate song, and we didn't want a real drum kit going at the beginning. It just didn't fit. So we had this water bottle, and we thought, well, what else can we do? So we started looking around the studio, and there had been some construction recently, and there was a couple 2x4s just propped up against the wall. Okay. And the egg crates, the sound foam,
to keep things from being soundproof.
Right, like laying on top of these 2x4s. So he put a mic up by this piece of foam with the 2x4 behind it, and he took the other 2x4. I couldn't do this because it's like a massive piece of wood, and he's like thwack, and hit the egg crate and the 2x4, and that created, there's like a thud sound in the song, so it sounds like the elephant walking kind of through water, because it's like got delay on it. Thud, 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 swish, 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 thud, thud, thud. It's very
That's really cool. That's a total happy accident, too. I'm sure you can go to the studio that day going, I'm going to create percussion sounds with water bottles.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So we had fun with that kind of thing. And it's also the kind of thing where it's not obvious.
Yeah.
If you point it out and you're like, oh, yeah. But otherwise, it just kind of is as part of the song, creating this ambience and this texture.
Talking about that song, I was reading some reviews of the album, and one of the reviewers who gave your album 4 out of 5 stars and was like wowed about so many of the songs on there. He had a comment that I want to get your thoughts on. Talking about the title track, Elephant in the Room, he said that although it's not the kind of song you would think of as a chart topper, it has some of the what he thought was the best writing on the whole album. Do you feel that way? Do you feel like some of your music is like, okay, this is going to be a commercial single, and this I'm doing for me? Is there a pattern about it?
I mean, it's not thought out like that from the beginning. It's not like, okay, today we're going to write a commercial song. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as the songs wrap up and you kind of hear them in your entirety, I mean, there are definitely songs that are ear candy, and there are definitely songs that mean something. I mean, when we were writing Lights Out, we wanted to write a fun song.
Yeah.
I wanted to write a song about voyeurism.
It is about voyeurism.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lights Out is about a girl who sees this guy watching her every night, and she notices him every night watching her from across the way, but she doesn't do anything, and finally she's like, I'm gonna give this dude a show. And that's like, it was a fun song, and it just makes you want to bop around.
And is it your keyboardist who does the whistle?
Yeah.
That's very cute.
Yeah. And so it just it makes you want to bop around. So that song, like, it's not gonna solve world hunger, but it's fun.
Yeah.
The Elephant in the Room it's the most personal song on the record, and it's about your demons, my demons, other, those things that you know about yourself, and you see them, they're there. They're the elephant in the room.
Yeah, that ginormous thing you can't avoid.
You can't avoid it, and yet somehow we manage to
put our blinders on.
Exactly. So this song is me talking directly to the elephant.
Very cool. All right, well, stick around. We're going to talk about more of the songs on Elephant in the Room. So stay with us. I'm your host, Meredith Molinari, and I am pleased to have Arden Kaywin here on the Songwriter Stage.